What is up? What is cracking, collective? It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals. In the building, I'm busy back babies, and at some point blank period. Here to give a message, here to tell a story, here to give a word. Remember that this message, this story, this word may not resonate with you at all. But if you're like, yo, Ash, man, that was me in the past. I went through that in the past. I can resonate with you because, yo, that happened to me in the past. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're like, yo, Ash, that's me right now. I'm simply going through that right now. I can feel you right now. Make sure you hit the like button right now. And this message and this story and this word, it's just about somebody that loves to look up at the stars, right? You know, I remember when I was a kid and it was a big old field by where I lived. Just a big open field. It had like a little hill, on it, and you can just go on top of the hill and just look up at the stars. And I feel like ever since that day, I knew that I was in love with the moon, the stars, the clouds. I just knew that was what I was in love with. And it's a beautiful thing about daytime, but to me, it's so beautiful when it's nighttime. And I know a lot of people like to go outside and sun gaze and gaze at the sun. But sometimes one of the things that I love to do is to go out and night gaze and look up at the stars. And the difference from now and when I was a kid was, when I was a kid, it was a lot of stars in the sky. It was just simply lots and lots and lots of stars. And you can just always point to so many stars, And now, if we go out, we see a couple stars. We don't really see stars how we used to see stars. And sometimes we look at stars and like, I wonder, is that really a star? Or is that just something just hovering in the sky, just sitting there? Because sometimes it be moving, right? But it's still something beautiful about the night sky. Those that I'm talking to, hey, y'all might love the night sky, right? Y'all just might love the nighttime. But it's just something about the stars. And I feel like those that I'm talking to that can resonate with this message, you might like being kind of isolated, kind of alone. Not that, you purposely just always isolating yourselves, but then again, some of y'all might be purposely isolating yourselves, right? But it's something about just the nighttime and the stars. And for some of y'all in this message, y'all are thinking like, man, I need to go outside more in the nighttime and just look up at the stars. And just embrace the stars. Just embrace it and just look at it and just observe it and just admire it and just don't take it for granted. It's kind of like noticing how it's just less and less of something that's so beautiful. When we think about life can also be like the stars, Like when we were younger, it was always so many stars in the sky. It was always so many possibilities. It was always so many wishes that could be granted, right? And as we get older, as years go by and years pass by, it's just like the stars, like so many opportunities have left. Or just simply time is being taken away that's not always left anymore. You know what I'm saying? When we think about the stars and we think about the time. And see, now when we look up at the stars, we are more appreciative of the stars that we do see, because we look in the sky and it's like, look, man, I don't see many stars. I don't see many stars anymore in the sky. Like, man, I'm looking at this star and I hope that this is a star. I hope that this is something that I can just make a wish on. I'm hoping, compared to years ago when you just had many chances to have the wishes and hopes and the hopings. Underneath the stars. It's like, do you look up in the sky at the stars? Even though they feel so close, they are so far. And when you might feel very disturbed, very unsettled, they make you feel subtle. When you might just be feeling like falling down. Have you ever just looked up in the sky and at the stars and you embraced every moment and you thought about every moment? Maybe you replayed your whole entire life and you just like, look, God, I'm just grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for this particular moment. I'm grateful for this particular piece. I'm grateful to just be breathing in this moment. And I know many may think of it differently, but when I think about the sun, right, I feel like you're taking in something with the sun. The sun is beaming down on you and you are taking something in. But when you think about the moon and when you think about the stars and when you think about the nighttime, it's something that you are releasing. You are releasing everything that you had just took in, and you are just releasing it. When you think about moon gazing, you think about, man, God, I surrender. I surrender everything to you. I just simply surrender. Even though I got hopes and wishes and dreams, but I just simply surrender. And I understand that I just gotta be grateful for the moment. Because like they say, oh, you'll never get this moment again. So you gotta lose yourself in the moment, right? And some of us might be just grateful for moments. Some of us might just be feeling the moments. Like, look, man, I am just so grateful that I can feel moments. And even though I feel a lot of pain in certain moments, I'm just happy that I can still feel moments. I'm still happy that I can feel. Because when we think about, sometimes some people don't even feel anymore. Maybe you're just grateful to be able to feel the good, the bad, the ugly. Like I can feel. At least I can feel. Some of y'all might go through different moments in the day, right? Where like, man, at this moment, at this time, I may feel bad. And that moment, in that time, I may feel glad. But when the night ends, if I can go outside and I can just look up at the stars, it still tells me that it's okay to let go and breathe again. It's okay to release again. It's okay. You made it through today again. You made it through the day again. And maybe some of your wishes, some of your hopes, some of your dreams, some of your goals didn't happen today, but you made it through today again. You just simply made it through today again. You made it through today again. And knowing that, hey, it's not too late, you know, because the sun, I feel like the sun reminds you that it's not too late. Like, you woke up this morning, the sun is shining this morning, it has came out this morning, so you know it's not too late this morning. It's not too late to rise again. It's not too late to uplift yourself again. It's not too late to, you know what I'm saying, fix the old mistakes that you had once again. It's not too late again. But it's okay to go through the motions again. And as you go through the motions again, you just like, man, I gotta get to the stars. I gotta get to the nighttime. I gotta get to the moon. I gotta get there. I gotta make it through the day. Everything that I'm facing today, I gotta make it throughout the day. All the obstacles that's come through my way today, I gotta make it through the day. All the paths that I led today, I just gotta make it through the day so I can see the stars. So I can just be underneath the stars. So I can release everything that was on me to the stars. It's like really when we really deeply take time and take a chance to look at the stars. As soon as we look at the stars, or as soon as we look at the sky, as soon as we look at that thing that's just shining bright, that's just twinkling, it's like everything goes away. Have you ever experienced that? How you can look at something and just everything goes away? How you can just look at simply something and all your pain goes away, all your heartache goes away, all your hurt goes away, all your worries goes away. Everything goes away by you just looking at that one thing. That one thing, which is a light inside of darkness. And even though there's so much darkness, those lights are the most beautiful thing that is a part of the darkness. And then sometimes we can think about the stars, right? How we were kids, right? And how we saw so many stars. The sky was filled with stars. And now it's not, right? Now we just have a couple stars. But maybe what if the stars, when we were a kid, represented the obstacles that would come in our way, the lessons that we would have to learn, all the many lessons. And every time we learned the lesson, every time we accomplished a goal, and got over an obstacle, we got a star. One star came down for every time. So sometimes we can't look at, oh man, all my stars are gone. How many more stars do I got left before they all be gone? But we think about how many stars that we have taken down. Think about how many stars that we have close to us in our heart. Think about how many stars that simply make up us. Think about how many stars are inside of us. Think about how many stars. Think about the times that we had to forgive ourselves. Maybe the stars represent how many times in this lifetime we're going to have to simply forgive ourselves for the mistakes that we have made. Like, look, God, look, girl, I understand that you're going to make these mistakes, but I want you to Look at how many stars that you have for just forgiving yourself, for maybe even manipulating yourself or allowing people to manipulate you, whatever it is. It's like, look how many times you have to forgive others and yourself. So y'all just might be keeping track of y'all stars. And for some of us, when we look at the stars, we may look at the stars as, that's somebody that I love, or those are people that I love that are in those stars. Those are people that are actually looking down on me in those stars. Those are actually people that I have looked up to, that I had to let go, are simply up in those stars. Have you ever seen a Pacific star that just shines differently, that just twinkles differently, or is just different? Or you seen two stars close to each other and it was just so different, but they came every night. Like, I expect you to come every night. And you may think that that is somebody reminding you that they love you. And they is just your star. They are just your star. As you become underneath the stars, they are looking over you. Think about people that are just not physically here with you. They are just your stars. You are my star. And maybe when we think of the moon, we feel a sense of peace, a sense of relaxation, a sense of let's just simply relax. Like, we made it throughout the day, we made it throughout the path, we made it through the sun, but now let's simply relax. Let's calm down, let's be cool. Let's take in a moment to understand ourselves. Let's take a moment to be proud of ourselves. Let's take a moment to just inhale ourselves. Inhale all of ourselves. And be happy for ourselves. And I feel like when we think about the moon and the stars, if we're crying, we are crying happy tears. Even if we're thinking about that man, one of the closest people to me is in those stars. But you remember the happy moments, you remember the good moments, you remember the good times of those stars. You will be forever my star. And I will forever remember the good times about this star. And maybe sometimes at nighttime when you're looking up at the moons and the stars, you're like, look, I will not allow anybody to take my star away from me. I will not let anybody take my star up out of me. I will not let anybody take my light out of me. I am still here, and it's still a star within me. And you might tell somebody else, like, look, man, it's still a star within you. We have made it through the day, so it's still a star within you. It's still a light within you. Even though it's dark right now, baby, you became the light within you. And I'm just so proud of you. I'm just so proud of me for keeping that light. For just keeping that light. And not giving up on our star. Our own star. So I hope somebody understand this message. I hope somebody can feel this message. I hope somebody that will go out tonight and look up at the stars. I definitely will. Some of us already do it every night, but some of us may be like, look, I want to go back to doing it. Because there's nothing more beautiful than looking up at the stars. And they might feel close to you even though they're far. But that's the best feeling in the world. To just be underneath the stars. And know that even though you fell down during the day and you picked yourself up during the day, at the end of the night, when you look up at the moon and the stars, be grateful that you made it through the day. I made it through the day. The good, the bad, the ugly, I made it through the day. And some of us, that's the most important thing. It's like, man, I made it through the day. That is my message. That is my story. That is my word. And I hope y'all got some type of value out of this. I'll be busy back, baby. Peace.